Hi, let's talk about some architectural symbols and tags. So in your textbook, they list a couple of these symbols and tags. This is the appendix, page 522. So you'll see right here the section tag. It's got the section number and the sheet number. And this arrow is pointing in the direction that the section is looking after cutting. Over here is the detail tag. It's very similar to the section tag. It's got a number and a sheet. We've got a datum line, a window tag, and a column reference. But in the lesson content for this week, I've given you some more information, so let's review that. Here we have a building section and a wall section tag. You'll see these used almost interchangeably on different print sets. In both cases, they have the drawing number, the sheet number, they have the arrow, so you can tell which direction the cut is looking. And for the wall section tag, there's a little foot or an end to the section cut, so you can see that it does not go all the way across the full building. Here are some tags for interior elevations and exterior elevations. You'll see that the exterior elevation looks very, very similar to the section cut or wall section tag. It's got the drawing number and the sheet number and a direction, but it doesn't have that cut line. And that's because you are standing outside of a building looking in one direction and not cutting through anything. The interior elevation is showing a drawing number and sheet number, but then it has four different directions that you could look at. And these are called A, B, C, and D in this particular example. And there's a couple of abbreviations you should know. One is SIM for similar. So if you've got two walls that are just the same, happen to be in different rooms, you can tag them both with the same tag and say similar. And then you've got OPH for opposite hand. This happens a lot if you've got two rooms that are just identical except they are mirror images of each other. You can tag them like this. Interior elevation symbols vary wildly between sets. They're one of the most variable. So here are two examples from the sets from your textbook. On the left here we have the Wendy's Prints sheet 4. And take a look in this bathroom at the interior elevation. They've got a circle in the middle tagged 6C. That's your sheet number. Excuse me. And then you go to details 11, 12, 13, or 14 for the different walls. Looking at the multifamily residence prints on sheet A1.11, there's another interior elevation in a bathroom. And in this case, we're just looking in one direction. There's only one interior elevation. And that's to be found on detail 9 of A5.4. So I would like you in your work to use these symbols that I have at the bottom here for interior elevation. This is the US National CAD Standards. It's a circle. It's got the sheet number inside of it. And then you can add 1, 2, 3, or 4 little arrows to point at the different elevations. Here we have the symbols for a section detail and a plan detail. So you'll see that the section detail doesn't look very much different than the building section or the wall section. This is basically the same tag. In the plan detail, what they're doing here is putting the detail call out, the tag for the detail number and the sheet number, and then basically circling the area in which that detail can be found on the plan using a dashed line. Here we have a north arrow, pretty self-explanatory, and you'll see that the graphics on these north arrows vary a lot between different print sets. Also the column grids. Here are wall tags, door tags, and window tags. Again, different print sets use different, whether they're circles, squares, triangles, they use different symbols. Basically, you have to verify which symbol means what on every different plan set that you look at. So now let's open up the Brick Veneer Residence set and take a look at some of these tags. Here we have the Brick Veneer Residence set. We are on sheet 1. And take a look right here on the floor plan. We have a section tag. Let me zoom in on that. So here's what that looks like. It sends you to the sheet. Here's the sheet number. Here is the detail on the sheet. Here is the arrow showing the direction of the cut. And it's cutting straight through here. This set also has door tags. So let's zoom in on one of those. They are right here. Here's a door letter J. Here's a door letter H. Here's a door letter L. This set does not have window tags or wall type tags. The only other symbol that we have in this set is the north arrow. So here we are on sheet 4, and the plot plan has a north arrow right here. All right, so this was an overview of architectural symbols and tags. Once you learn how to read these symbols and tags, it really makes your print reading effort a lot easier. So keep practicing. Thanks, everyone.